All right, so let's get to Brampton City Council business because my goodness, if there was a movie, yeah, I'd be watching it on Netflix. All right, so
Instead, you
Bramp-
can watch it in Brampton and in Saga.
yeah, just go to council. Actually, it doesn't happen. Okay, Brampton residents have called council dysfunctional with both sides missing meetings in recent months. With an election coming up in the coming months, are you concerned this illegal motion has given current members of council a black eye that they can't come back from?
I certainly think there are members of council that have severely damaged their reputation because of their antics. The initial meetings that were missed was based on the advice of the city clerk and the city solicitor, saying that if you passed motions on a council that was improperly constituted, every single motion could be challenged. And then the city would have massive taxpayer exposure. We would have lost millions of dollars for taxpayers. Now that the court clarified that you can't improperly appoint a councillor outside of the Municipal Act and fined the councillors $20,000 who did this, everything is clear. It's crystal clear. And the fact that the councillors who were viewed by the court as breaking the Municipal Act and breaking the law, the fact that they have been hiding since that court decision is immature. I know they're upset that they lost their court decision, but show up. They've missed 6 meetings, and the last meeting they missed was the one they called themselves. It was, how do you say you're available and call a meeting and then not even show up? And so, we know a number of them are outside of the country right now. We know, but I think they're coming back to town now, and so I'm encouraging them to come back to work. And I would say, I've had to use some pretty stern language. A few days ago, I announced that I was putting forward a motion that any councillor who missed 5 consecutive meetings would be dock pay. And that motion I'm putting forward at our next council meeting, and it would be retroactive. So any councillor who misses 5 consecutive meetings will be dock paid for those meetings.
Okay. So if we're talking missed meetings, so you missed 4, they missed 6, and you want a dock pay for that one, I guess?
Or no, for missed meetings. And so we didn't miss meetings. We followed the clerk's advice, and the clerk and the city solicitor's advice was that it would be an invalid meeting if you had an improperly selected councillor as part of it. So the only meetings that the council and myself missed were the ones that the clerk said the city would be legally liable for. The city solicitor said no bylaw could be passed. So we have not missed any properly constituted meeting. And even when I was in the leadership campaign, I still found time to go to the meetings. And so the notion that since this has been clarified, we have 5 councillors that have disappeared out of the country is extremely immature.
They're not vacationing together, are they? They're not separate.
I don't think together,
Okay, all right. You say that councillors who supported the motion should pay $20,000 fee for challenging the motion in court. How will this motion be put forward if there's no meetings?
So it is on the next council meeting. It's one of the reasons we believe they're missing it, is they have to decide whether the city pays it, whether they charge it to their budgets, or whether they pay it. And I don't think any resident of Brampton would support them charging the city for this. This was their mistake. They insisted that what they were doing was correct. Our city solicitor said they were wrong. They're breaking the law. Our city clerk said they were wrong. They ignored everyone and went ahead with this charade. And the Superior Court ruled that they were wrong, and not only wrong, applied costs to them, which is, pretty significant.
Now, I guess, could we let kind of bygones be bygones and kind of, can we all get along type thing to get Brampton City, business going again?
100%. I want everyone to come back to work, and I'm willing to work with anyone that will put Brampton first. And we got some serious work under the way, like some of the meeting agendas. We're speeding on credit view. We've got, we need additional resources for auto thefts in Peel Region. We've got some lottery license issues. We've got some development applications. There's a heavy workload that I need councillors to show up to. I'm willing to move on. And frankly, most residents that I've heard from are saying, just come back to work, own your mistake, and move on.
Okay. The city's former integrity commissioner is reportedly suing the city for $3 million, being let go by council. Do you think the council who voted for firing should also be fiscally responsible for the lawsuit?
Well, I believe the lawsuit, the $3 million, is against those 6 councillors. And there is also a claim against the city, but from what I understand, the claim against the city is not very strong. It's the claim against the councillors that has more legal merit, because the city warned the councillors what they were doing was wrong. And so I think the city has a level of protection because they gave the councillors the right advice. These councillors simply didn't follow it.
And your bid for mayor, you are running to become mayor again. Do you think the running for the CPC leadership helped you, or kind of, impacted you negatively?
So what I've heard around the city is a lot of support. They knew I brought into the federal arena issues that Brampton cared about. I pushed Bill 21, saying that no one should ever lose their job based on their faith, that no one should lose their job if they wear a turban or a hijab. I fought and stood up on the federal arena saying the right wing was wrong on hate against Muslims through Islamophobia. I've really pushed issues that I believe our community feels strongly about, and for that reason, I got a ton of support from Brampton. We actually set a Canadian record for new memberships in one city. Astronomical numbers came out of Brampton. In every neighborhood, you'll see people that signed up to help, and grateful for those tens of thousands of Bramptonians that volunteered because they believed in my message.
Cool. Well, those are all the questions I have. I guess when crisscrossing the country, did you still jog and do all your fitness stuff?
No, I didn't have any time. I got a special visitor. Want to say hi?
Oh, hey, buddy.
I didn't have any time to exercise, so my wife's telling me I need to start exercising again.
Okay. Well, Mayor Brown, thank you so much for your time.
Okay, you want to say bye, Theo? Say bye. Bye. Okay.
You want to see a cool transformer? Look, this is cool.
Oh, you want to see the transformer, Theo? Okay.
My son moved it for me. You see
that?
that?
Be careful, Khalid. Now he's saying he wants that. He's going to say, when are you going to see Khalid to get that transformer?
Yeah, Lego's not cheap. All right.
Okay.
All right, take care.
All the best.